We looked at each other. ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Everything Wrestling Nation! Oh man, we're excited to be here. You could tell by our lively dancing, people throwing out the cash monies, and a lot of the laugh emojis. I know I'm not the best dancer, but I try my best.
Oh, I'm the best.
Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. Look at this, Heart Foundation. Get on my level.
And comments.
Fresh voice right here. How we doing?
Yo, it's Yung Custodian. We got gang shit. We got Jerkbag in the building. It's mob. It's every day, baby.
So
What's
many
up?
people in the chat right now. Derek G, how you doing? Pam Kraft. JD's in the building.
Great Bearded Glory. We got Spartan Biscuit in the building.
So-
everybody viewing Everything
Everybody
Wrestling
out
Nation.
there watching.
Everybody watching Everything Wrestling Nation. There's nothing but swag going on right now.
Swag. Swag.
What?
He said swag. It's a speech impediment. Let him be.
And let's not forget we got Steve Casanova running the boards out there. Say hi to the people.
Steve
you
Casanova.
loving it?
How's it going, everybody? What up, what up, what up?
Oh, yeah, throw it out hard
We're
emojis. We love
excited
it.
to be here. We're excited to have you with us. Got a lot of wrestling to talk about, but first, before we get into it, there's some madness going down on tonight. Yung Custodian repping that unsanctioned pro.
The unsanctioned pro hardcore title is being defended tonight. We got Casanova versus Cody Rice going down tonight.
Tonight in South Dakota? North Dakota?
One of the Dakotas.
Just join the Dakotas together, and it's a wasteland. All I know is unsanctioned is in Dakota, and they're repping hard.
We are running the gang. It's
Running
nothing
the
but
gang.
unsanctioned. Shout out to Derek G out there. Shout out to Unsanctioned. Don't forget, we got Dime a Dozen coming April 27th.
Correct.
Yes, it's nothing but love to Unsanctioned. Throw those heart reacts to Unsanctioned Pro in the comments. Let's get some hearts going out there. So, how much wrestling did you watch this week?
I watched
Fresh?
quite a bit of wrestling. Not enough because there's always more time in the day.
Man, there's
but it's
always
been a
more
busy
wrestling.
week. In case you don't remember, it was my birthday this week.
Happy birthday to anyways.
It was a good
Cha,
time.
cha, cha.
Thank you so much, Steve Casanova. Fantastic time. But now we're going to have an even better. Stop with the cha-cha. There's children watching.
I like to cha-cha.
Anyway, getting into it this week, we started with Raw is War. That was like the 90s. We can't
Sometimes
talk
you
about
gotta
that.
go in raw.
That's a different thing. Anyway, starting out the week with a little promo from Becky Lynch coming out to run the gambit and having a little conversation with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Real quick, your mama is commenting, saying hi to Steve.
Whoa!
Steve doesn't
Whoa.
get enough love on
Hello.
this show.
Aw.
Steve out there doing the great.
Yo, mama.
That
What
is
up?
my mama. Treat her with
So
respect.
we got the show
I love her.
around just to
Me
tell
too.
you something.
What?
Steve is your producer.
What?
Yeah.
You're my producer?
That's right.
Oh,
Put some respect on my name.
Steve Casanova producing this. Always.
So how did Raw start?
Started
Sorry.
with Becky Lynch, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon saying everything's good for WrestleMania, for the main event, challenging Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. If
she apologizes.
if she apologizes
for being the
man,
for being a bully, for being just thinking she runs the show, thinking she's bigger than WWE. She beat up Triple H and his wife. She got kids.
they're both a family. They both have the children.
They got kids. I hope they don't have Triple H's nose.
It's going to be a bad time, but
That would hurt.
They give the entire episode devoted to maybe Becky Lynch apologizing eventually. Maybe we don't know yet.
Oh, what? Maybe we don't know. What?
I said
Huh?
maybe.
You're
But
going. Sorry.
it'll be interesting. It develops.
Well, after all, she is the Wonder Wall of Monday Night Raw.
Oasis. Anyway,
They're
leads
not
into
that great.
that little segment leads into a match from the Raw contestants of the Women's Tag Team Championship match this Sunday at the Elimination Chamber to determine who's going to be one of the first teams entered into the chamber. Bayley and Sasha, Nia Jax, Tamina, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. This was an interesting match, back and forth, quick. Basically, Sasha was thrown out of the equation early.
I am over Bayley and Sasha. I am over them.
Why?
I'm over them because it's always them. There's always something going on between them. There seems to be like an inner storyline between what's going on to make them Oh, it's always has to be Bailey up against them. It's always has to be Bailey. I'm over it. I don't care what they have planned between these two. I don't care. I'm all for Liv and Logan. I'm a Liv and Logan guy.
The next WWE
What up,
movie,
Cody? I see you watching.
Bailey against the world. Calling it now. Next WWE
Dude,
movie.
I would have
I would
Bailey
watch
against
that.
my
That'd be
world.
entertaining. Stop it.
Comfortable seat wherever she goes.
Cakes. But ends up, Sasha gets hurt early. The other teams take advantage, and Bailey eats a pin from a Samoan drop from Nia Jax.
I will say this from all my trash talk earlier, though.
That was a minute ago, at least.
Or at least 20 minutes ago.
Anyway.
Bailey has improved in the ring a lot.
Yes. Yes, I would agree.
She is a good worker.
She is a fantastic worker. Her mic skills are something to be warranted and wanted, but we'll get to that eventually in her time. She's a young girl.
That was a nasty Samoan drop.
It was. Nia is stepping up her game with her finishers, but
everything else needs she needs a little bit of grease on her gears.
Gears?
Yeah.
Gears of War is
Great
Raw. Pat, how you doing out there watching Everything Wrestling Nation? Moving on, Elias in there, very upset.
Whoa, Elias.
Oh, excuse me, Elias. Upset that he's not part of the Grammys. He's not nominated, didn't win Best Artist. I mean, he's upset.
In Elias's defense, and I don't think he saw it like this.
Like this.
You already know you're great. You don't need an award because you are so great. The Grammy is for posers.
That's
you
right.
are a true artist.
True
Elias.
artist.
As somebody who believes in I walk with Elias.
I
Because
walk
we
with
all know what WWE stands for.
Walk with Elias.
No, yeah, he doesn't need a Grammy. He is the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. But Lucha House Party comes out to try and console. No, don't. It's not a party yet. They're not even in the ring yet. We got to get a piñata. We need a piñata.
All right. If we get a certain amount of likes, let's go. What are we at? 400 subs now? Get us to 600 likes. We will make the Fresh Voice a piñata. Like, we will put confetti on him and everything, and I will beat him with a stick, light tube. He agreed. All right. So Lucha House Party comes out.
Lucha House Party. They want to duet. They want to play something of a lucha variety for the walker of the Elias.
Barley Hopster, Spartan Biscuit. He walks with the boys. Think about your phrasing on that, and then come back in the comments.
You got some stuff going on.
You got to think about that. Hey man,
you played yourself. I appreciate you.
I love you. I know where you're going at, but phrasing,
words.
I know you like
more than words.
More than words.
Anyway, Elias agrees to team to do a little duet. Grabs his extra guitar and knocks out Kalisto, however you say his name, with a guitar. Oh, Lucha House Party. I'm upset with what they're doing with Elias, honestly. I feel like it's just a cheap pop every week. You know, everyone loves Elias, loves the gimmick, loves the hate that he brings and whatnot. But he's not growing in any which way, shape, form, fashion.
Not the way he's wrestled, but the way he's booked. He's the Ono of the main roster. He's the gatekeeper.
Okay, that's fair. I'll accept that. Cassius Ono, gatekeeper.
He is the
gatekeeper.
WWE
Raw.
He is the
gatekeeper.
He knows what he's doing, and he's a great worker. He's money, but you don't push money right away. You push money right away, you lose money. He knows what he's doing. He gets over. He's over. They know what they're doing.
Okay.
I am happy with what Elias is. That Jeff Jarrett shit sucked.
That robe.
I wish he'd go back to kimonos, but the robe's all right.
Yeah. Moving on, we got Finn Balor taking on Drew McIntyre for reasons. They've done it before.
Because Europe doesn't get along.
I get it because they're.
That's
good. That's good. I like that.
Yeah,
but there's a DQ because Bobby Lashley gets involved.
Lashley.
God, I hate his voice, but he's good at what he does. No matter
better
which
than
fashion.
Lashley's voice.
So Bobby Lashley comes in. Boom. Kurt Angle comes in to make the save. Boom. Baron Corbin comes to interrupt. Boom. Braun Strowman comes in to make the save. Boom. Another 6-way tag match between the three and the three. They've done it before. Why not do it again? I'm kind of sick of it. They're running the loops of.
Remember at the beginning of the year when they said, not the beginning of the year, when they said, Raw is stale. We need Raw this. We're going to change stuff up. But then it's just the same thing over and over
and over.
Excuse me.
Wow.
And over
Custodian.
again. I apologize.
It's too late to apologize.
But no, it's that we got vinced.
We got vinced so hard.
It's still the same thing.
As one would do, I was looking at the memes earlier this week. The memes.
The
memes. that 2 months ago, the McMahon.
2 months ago, the Kennedys, man, they took this car ride.
It was
crazy.
Stop. History. Vincent Kennedy McMahon and the other McMahons and the Hunter Hearst Hemsley said that we're giving the power to the fans. This week, Hunter Hearst said their opinions don't matter. 2 months later, and they're already going back on their word. I don't get it. They're not learning from their mistakes.
I will also bring this up later on.
Okay.
About the Vince and the learning and stuff.
Yes.
Rematches aren't granted. They
Mr.
said.
Kennedy. Thanks, Corey. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll definitely get in that later. But the 6-man tag happens. It's back and forth. Angle jobs really hard. I keep seeing reports where he is not doing good. They're going to save his last match for WrestleMania.
Listen, he had a great run.
Yes.
Run. I said run. I don't have a speech impediment. You do.
Okay.
Go out big, man. Yeah, I don't mind that he's jobbing, making these young guys look good.
Yeah.
Kennedy.
So I don't even remember. Finn Balor picks up the pin with a coup de grace off the top rope, and they all posing, sharing hands in the ring, raising them with European Union. Moving on, we got a little singles action.
Different people. Ow.
That's what you get for putting a pin in your beard, nincompoop. Ruby Riott taking on Nikki Cross before their Ruby Riott challenges for the Raw Women's Championship.
It's like the Penguin versus the Joker. That's Seth Rollins.
That's Seth Rollins. But good showing from both. I like Nikki Cross getting the constant action in Raw or SmackDown or wherever she's been.
I've always been a huge fan of Nikki
Big
Cross.
fan.
And Ruby Riott, great wrestler. This was a great match. I really liked what they did there.
I agree.
Probably my favorite match of Raw.
So far, I'll agree with you with that. So far, favorite match. But Ruby Riott gets a win, looking good heading into Elimination Chamber. Yeah, you nincompoop. What? He doesn't even know.
I know.
Moving on. Seth Rollins. Don't forget that Becky's getting visited by all these people backstage. Finn Balor, Alexa Bliss, Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Anyway, but all these visits from all these people doesn't distract from the fact that Seth Rollins coming out here to still challenge the Beast and say, I may fall 5,000 times. I took 6 F5s. But you know what? I got up.
And then Paul Heyman and his Paul Heyman.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
And he's like, I want to show the Beast is not here because we got blue balls. Because we don't deserve to see the Beast.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy.
There was a great little
a good little call out and back and forth.
Paul Heyman's the goat one of the goats on the mic. He knows what he's doing. He can
knows.
Promote.
You trust it. Mm-hmm. You trust him. Rollins gets a last word. Who comes out to join him in the end? But Dean Ambrose.
Funaki.
No. Oh. Whoa, it's not Edge and Christian. Wrong show. Dean Ambrose.
I read that. So, go ahead. Dean Ambrose came out to the ring.
I got one thing to say for you. Slay the Beast.
Apparently, he went off script.
Oh.
He was supposed to put out a big promo about all this stuff between them and the Shield, the way they hated and fought and loved back again. But he just went off the script, and it was supposed to end up with saying Slay the Beast, but he just said Slay the Beast.
He just Slay the Beast.
Did his own thing, which, and honestly, made for a better promo.
I agree 100%.
Less is more.
Less is more.
I will fight you.
Moving into Ambrose hangs out.
I don't think that's really like he wanted it to be Seth Rollins' moment. I think it's kind of being a true professional right there, and he was probably going to say something halfway. What was he going to say again, or the rumor was going to say?
He was about to highlight his moments with him and the Shield and how their love-hate relationship, but they're still brothers.
Oh, like no, that would not have been.
That would have got washed out.
That would have been. There would have been boos from the crowd.
You can't force a heartfelt moment. You can't. No. Which is why
I can and I will, pal.
All right, we had a run-in from Vince McMahon, and we are being put with a cease and desist.
I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Well, this is the last episode. I'm just kidding. No, it's not.
We're still here.
Wow, it's gotta be Kane. It's gotta be Kane.
Anyway,
we have fun.
We love it. Dean Ambrose sticks around to challenge EC3 in a rematch from the week prior.
Oh, I just
good.
messed that all up.
You're a mess. You're a mess.
I'm a mess.
So much impediments here today
Man.
on Everything Wrestling Nation. How you doing? Throw out the love. I know people are out there
We
watching.
got 14 people in the. Give us some like reaction. Give us some heart. You know what? Anytime you see this beautiful face and fresh voice, you share us. Share this video. You know what? Share this video. Like our page. Share it to any wrestling groups you're a part of.
Share it to your own page.
Share it to your own page. And one more thing, we love you if you do that. We'll hug you. I'll name your grandkids after me. I don't care. Just show us love. We show you appreciation. I won't say love. I just met you.
Where is the love?
People killing people.
Anyway, Dean wins with the Paul Smackage here at the end of the match between small package roll-up pin on EC3. Sneaky little win there for Dean. I like it. It's heelish of sorts, as he should be doing.
Small package.
Why? That is so rude. No. Anyway, I think it's going to lead to something. I think it's going to lead to maybe something at Fastlane. Something's developing. Okay. I don't know. I don't know.
I like the matchup though. I like the matchup.
Yes.
I like the. I don't like how the feud is being built.
But
I like the matchup between EC3 and.
Yes, I would agree. The stylistic comparison between the two makes for good competition. I think the brawler of Dean Ambrose
versus the technician,
and the strength of EC3. Beauty. Honestly,
did you get what EC3 is apparently his new kind of not catchphrase, but what he said to Renee in an interview? She said that he told him that he was the poster boy for toxic masculinity.
I hate it.
He is
so you know what that means?
Way to stay relevant.
Junk picks for the entire women's division.
Share it with the world.
If we're doing junk picks, we picked the wrong wrestler. Because there's only one wrestler we need a junk pick for.
Hornswoggle.
Is he on the screen right now?
No. You could get that. You could get that.
That's on
hey,
the
have
internet.
you ever seen? Oh, no.
Another time.
We'll talk.
Another time.
Finn
Moving
Balor.
on,
Anyway,
we have a champ.
I want to bring something up that you might like.
Okay.
Because I got you so hype.
Okay.
But I want to bring it up.
Okay.
There was a match. It was a tag team match.
I like tag team matches.
It was a great tag team, and it was against Glorious and Gable.
Yeah, they're okay.
Versus the Revival.
Oh my God! It's the Revival! Are you kidding me?
Hey, calm down. Let me tell you one more thing. They won the belt. He's alive.
And
They won the championship belts. The
Yung Custodian is lit.
Tag team champions. The Revival. The fantastic back and forth matchup. The maneuvers. Chad Gable went to the wheelhouse one too many. Catches a shatter machine.
So good.
In the end,
so good.
and they get the win. They're the champions.
Hey, FTR, bro, they made it. Hey, it's a childhood dream. They didn't lose their smile. They won the belt. And man, I could go. As much as I talk crap about these teams, they are so good, both of them. Gable proving how technical of a wrestler he is. The ring awareness. He's not to steal from Volter. He is a ring general. The age advantage of Bobby Roode, and then the beautiful tag team chemistry between the Revival. It was no pun intended. It was glorious. Oh. No, I won't give in. It was so great.
Seriously, it was the highlight of the night for me.
But yes, Aunt Pam, I have had a few. I wouldn't say drunk. I would say buzzed.
He's feeling well.
It's good.
But it was just a match of the night, easily.
Can I say
no?
Let's. All right, I won't then.
Just kidding.
No, go ahead. Steve Casanova on the mic. Go ahead.
I'm giving myself applause.
Wow.
Thank you. Shout out to Scott Dawson for surviving OVW, FCW, NXT, everybody staying around, just being everything that WWE supposedly stands for, being just held back, being there for 15, 20 million years.
Preach.
And finally getting the recognition he deserves as a wrestler.
Church. Absolutely.
Yes. Finally, the Revival has got the belts. Woo! Let's go. It is gang all day.
Oh, so
Mob
good.
shit. That's what's
But
up.
that's not even the main event. Becky comes down to the ring and is welcomed by Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. And she says, I'm sorry.
Well, after a whole, you guys want to take, you guys want to take my WrestleMania spot from me. I earned this. You know what? In order to do this, I will swallow my pride.
You.
Will she choke on the rind?
We'll see.
Roll credits.
And we're done.
And that was the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
Man,
Anyway.
oh man, I was going to make the reference, but you had the perfect spot.
He beat you to it.
But so he goes, and then they go to shake the hand, and Becky Lynch says, "Anyways, now that that's over, I'm gonna call out Ronnie." And
Ronnie. But then somebody else comes out. No,
was
it is
Pete
Ronnie.
Gas.
It actually was Ronnie.
It was Pete
She
Gas.
did come down to the
Pete
ring.
Gas
all the
came
way
back,
down.
and they had a mean street. Anyways, what happened?
Ronda Rousey came down.
Oh.
They're gonna start sparring, having a word.
I'm a
No
I'm a
chance. That's what you got.
That's right, Batista.
No.
Oh, sorry. Vincent Kennedy McMahon came down and said, after stumbling over some words, because he is 160 years old,
You're not the man.
he basically said,
I'm the man.
Jin Latin watching, I see you.
Jennifer.
You're not the man. I'm the man. They may accept your apology, but you are not bigger than WWE. You're suspended for 60 days. And that goes a couple days after WrestleMania.
5 days.
So screw the rules. I have money. You're suspended.
You're suspended. And I found the perfect replacement.
So Spike Dudley comes.
I would prefer Spike Dudley.
I would prefer
just
Spike
for
Dudley.
just how much of a beating he would be willing to take. But the replacement is
Mike Awesome's mullet.
Oh, is
Rest in peace.
Charlotte Flair. This go
Okay,
ahead.
So, great wrestler. Love Charlotte Flair. Great
While
wrestler.
you guys are getting it together,
Yeah.
can I just add, raise your hand if you think that the man is Stone Cold and Charlotte is The Rock in this whole dealio right now?
Well,
I'm raising my hand behind the camera.
Well, the different genders.
Except, yes.
Different races. They have hair.
I get it. I get it.
But, yeah.
That's fair.
That is.
Like Stone Cold has already
Fair.
advocated.
I'm mad at him, though.
No.
Carl Willis
That's really okay.
wants to ask, are they going to push for a triple threat?
That's the thought everyone's seeing. I mean, they're building it interestingly.
What up, Hayden?
Hayden Lee. But I don't know. My hat's weird. What's going to happen from it all? Charlotte's going to be ringside for the Raw Women's Championship to see if she's actually going to challenge Ronda Rousey or if it's going to be Ruby Riott.
Ruby Soho. Oh man, Rancid. Great song.
But oh, that was bad.
Damn.
I apologize.
Damn.
I'm hydrated. Stay thirsty, my friend.
Stay woke.
But yes, I do believe it's going to end up being a triple threat match. How they get there will be another fashion. Put it away. That's it for Raw. That's all of Raw.
How'd you guys out in the Everything Wrestling Nation universe feel about Raw? EWN universe. How'd you guys feel?
EWN universe.
We need to think of something to call our fans.
Yeah.
Because
what do you want to be?
I don't want to wait for lunch to get colder. I want to eat
But
it
anyway,
right now.
what do you want to be, universe? What kind of fan base do you want to be?
We'll put a competition out there.
Yeah, we'll put out a poll of sorts.
No, we'll put a competition out there.
Okay.
The person who makes what we call our fan base, we'll give them a prize or something. Maybe have them a special interview or call out on the show or something.
Call out for the show.
I don't know, but
I like that.
Every good fan base
just
has
came
a
up with
nickname.
that.
Yeah, that's off the spot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but we need something to call our fan base. So,
Fan base.
So with every Raw comes a Smacketh down.
Smacketh down. Yes. Starting out with wait, Carl's saying something.
If they do a women's main event, Mania, triple threat, it's going to burn a bunch of fans looking forward to it. I think statistically speaking, triple threat main events at Mania have not been the best. But when you got these three women working together, I think it would be good. But I really, at the same time, I want it to be a one-on-one situation. A
battle.
true main event. I don't think it would be fair for the first women to main event WrestleMania for it to be a triple threat. It should be a one-on-one thing.
1v1.
But I will not be mad
At all.
at a triple threat, but it's not what I prefer.
If anything, it'll lead to something in the future for a true one-on-one. Survivor Series this past year, Charlotte and Ronda had their one-on-one. If this triple threat happens at WrestleMania, it'll be one-on-one-on-one. That leads Ronda and Becky still having to have a rubber match eventually for the true one-on-one.
Rubber
I can't
match.
stop. I can't stop saying one-on-one. But I
rubber.
think it'll be a good
Condoms.
Stop. Moving on to SmackDown. SmackDown starts with
Woo! Burn.
Charlotte
Ric
Flair.
A fire engine.
Because they make the sound. Oh, that's ah.
This is the greatest episode we have so far. I've made you guys crack up twice.
It's
I
very,
don't know.
it's pretty good.
Oh no, I'm still dying over Black Lesnar.
Black. Anyway, Charlotte Flair comes down. I'm the one who should be main eventing WrestleMania. All the things I've done, all the people I've beaten.
I agree. You should main event.
I
WrestleMania.
should be the one challenging Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania.
You heard it first. Dave Mastiff versus Ronda Rousey. So no, Charlotte Flair saying I deserved it. Hey, you guys can boo all you want. I'm the queen.
Hold on.
I'm HBIC.
This is a personal thing. I feel like I look a lot like Dan right now.
Dan Kraft.
Dan Kraft.
Hi, Dad.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I love it so much. Charlotte Flair cuts a promo saying, I'm going to be the one to beat Ronda Rousey to be the Raw Women's Champion.
The one who beat the one in 21 and one. Wait, that's Brock Lesnar.
Stop.
Man, I'm trying.
Get these hands. Moving on. The Charlotte Flair promo, whatever. It's done. Next, we have the next 3 other team contestants to find out who's going to challenge to be the second team in the ring for the Elimination Chamber match. We got Carmella and Naomi. That's your moonwalk?
Don't judge
That's
me.
your moonwalk?
Don't.
That's it?
It was the carpeting.
I was carpet walking.
Stop. Carmella and Naomi, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and the Iconics.
I don't like the Carmella and Naomi team.
They're scrambling to find another team just to have balance of sorts.
Hey, Kyle, how do I like my eggs?
Scrambled.
Hey, watch me play Dead by Daylight at Everything Gaming Nation. Plug. But no,
Wow.
I am. See, okay, here's my problem with this match. How am
It's women.
No. I'm not sexist anymore. Well,
Anyway,
I'm not sexist towards
I'm
women's
Shell.
wrestling anymore. What's up, Shell? Shell. See you tonight. How are you gonna make me, Yung Custodian, pick between Naomi? I'm not Naomi. Sorry, Rose and Deville and the Iconics. You know how hard that is.
That's difficult.
I love both of them.
I've been upset since the Iconics have came up to the main event, the main roster, the main however you want to place it, that they haven't gotten the look that they truly deserve. I feel like they're due for greatness, whether it's in the tag division, whether it's in the women's singles division. I feel like you give the Iconics a belt of any sort and it'll be fire, whether it's Healy best friend tactics that the Bellas used to do or anything of that nature. I see the Iconics being a future player. They just got to step up their wrestlings a little bit because they are entertaining as hell.
What I like about the new women's tag team belts is we don't have to deal with an Iconics breakup. Because when they first got called up, I was worried.
I'll cry.
I was worried. If Peyton and Billy ain't together, my heart breaks. But with the tag team division, which I have been saying for years, the women's need a tag team division.
Balance.
I love what they're doing. I don't think they'll win it right away, like you said, but they are money.
Cash money.
We'll talk. We'll get into who we want to win matches and shit.
We'll get
later.
there. But who eats the pin? Why, it's Mandy Rose losing to Naomi, getting a little bit of redemption after doing those trifling things with her husband, Jimmy Uso. It's pretty wild. No,
I was pouting.
Always. So Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, gonna open up the match against Bayley and Sasha Banks.
That's a good team. Those are good teams to start with.
It's a strong open because out of all the 6 teams, they're the ones I feel like that'll be able to last if needed to go all the way.
So me and Fresh Voice, we have like our meetings about this show
Conferences.
during the week while we're
Yes.
playing video games.
Because we're adults.
Dead by Daylight, Everything Gaming Nation, watch me play. And I was telling him I really love the growth of Sonya Deville. She has a long way to go, but she is on the right path, and I like it. She is a wrestler who came from MMA that doesn't get a lot of looks. Everybody's like Ronda or Shayna Baszler or the four horsewomen that
The four horsewomen.
Jessamine and the other one that are trash. Sonya Deville doesn't get. They're trash. They are trash.
She did it first too,
But
by the way.
she
Let's
did it
not.
first,
Yeah.
And she has a better record than Shayna Baszler, but nobody likes to talk about that because Shayna Baszler can't fight. Sorry, you can't fight. You suck. But Deville, she is good. She is a solid worker.
Fun fact: Sonya Deville is replacing Lana on Total Divas on the E Network.
Good. Lana sucks. I mean, I love Lana, but on the show, not that I watch it, but okay, yeah, she.
He watches.
Anyway,
he watches something.
Anyway,
moving into.
Do we want to talk about this before or after?
After.
All right, after.
After.
So,
after.
Ms. TV.
McMiz TV. Oh, this is some entertainment right here. Nothing like a couple of grown men, 50-year-olds wearing belts right now, defending against some Samoan brothers, sons of the Rikishi, the Usos.
So?
Thank you. It's a good back and forth. The Usos challenging like a best friend challenge, tag partner challenge about knowing random facts. What's my favorite color? Green. It's just
It was a fun McMiz TV.
It was an entertaining moment. It was probably just the most entertaining moment for the pause before the storm that was the gauntlet match. It was the breath everyone needed before the hour-long bonanza of the gauntlet match.
I do like bananas.
Bananas
A
are
good banana
smoothie. But Usos walk out strong, standing tall after laying out both The Miz and Shane O'Mac. Here come the money.
Dollar.
Here come the money. Money. Anyway, I'll stop. But I'm looking forward to this match. If it happens, shenanigans have been going on with Jimmy Uso and Naomi. Oh, my goodness.
You know how they chant when Kurt Angle comes out, you suck, dun, dun. You drunk, dun, dun. You drunk, dun, dun. You, what happened?
They were drinking.
They are missing a perfect opportunity to be sponsored by Uber. I feel like
Absolutely.
on the next episode of Road Rules.
Oh my God.
Watch Jey Uso take 3 cops on at one time.
Yes. My man Jay.
It was
Jay?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Oh, we are racist.
Good job, Jimmy.
My man Jimmy squared. First of all, look at him.
Look at that. Look at that.
Superstar of the week. No,
that's
my
sad.
man Jimmy. First of all, they pulled him over, and the cops were talking to Naomi. My man Jimmy got out of the car.
You missed the part. They were driving the wrong direction.
They were in England. No, they weren't.
They were in Detroit.
What's the difference?
Oh yeah.
So they were driving the wrong direction. They pulled over Naomi, and Naomi was talking to police. Jimmy threw his jacket off and squared up with Detroit police officers. That's like squaring up with Mad Max villain. If you are a police officer in Detroit, you don't care. They weren't about to arrest him. Like, oh, we about to square up with a Samoan? Let's go.
They out there doing RoboCop for real.
Oh
my man Red Foreman out there.
Stop. I'm gonna put my foot in your ass.
Dude, my man Jimmy squared up with the 5-0.
Stop.
Oh.
You are.
And didn't they just get a Dewey a couple months ago?
Yeah, he did. I think. It was
What?
the other. That's why I say if this happens, I don't know if this is going to wreck the opportunity for the Usos at the SmackDown Tag Championship.
All right, Steven, what I don't like about you, Doc, what I don't like about you, I can't do a clean paper, but that's what I'm trying.
I don't even know what clean paper is.
He's a rapper. Steven knows what's up. What else?
Okay.
Steven? Hey,
Battle rap. That's a thing.
Hey, one of the best Facebook trolls out there, my brother. I appreciate you, buddy.
Oh my god.
Happy belated.
Y'all are a mess. But moving in to the
Shout out Nick Milks watching.
Nick Milks. Oh, Nick Milks out there. He's about to be coming back with that manifesto in about a week, though.
Yeah. He's, speaking of battle rap, our boy, battle rapper, wrestling aficionado, and movie watching aficionado, Nick Milks. Making his return to the battle rap arena as manifesto. His last matchup he was supposed to do, the guy backed out because he trolled him too hard. He's a great Facebook troll. Shut up.
He is. Nick Milks.
Also, he likes Yoshihashi. He's soft. Happy belated.
Oh, my goodness. That's true, too. All right, moving into the gauntlet match, starting out with the champion, the new Daniel Bryan, taking on, first off, disclaimer, Mustafa Ali got shelved. He got a concussion this past Sunday.
Hashtag battle dad.
Plus, with the black swollen eye and his tailbone issues, he got pulled from the match for safety reasons.
Wait, Naomi's eye is swollen?
Stop it. Stop it. Anyway, the replacement was one of the New Day. They were teasing all night between. Honestly, I initially thought it was going to be Big E, just due to the size factor. I was a contender.
I was going with Xavier.
Really?
Because he's kind of the de facto leader of the New Day.
Really?
Yeah, he's the one when they first started together. He brought them together. But it was the person who deserved it the most.
That's right.
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi
should have been the WWE champion about 4 times by now.
At least.
Oh my God! First of all, let me talk about this match. I'm gonna bring this match in because this wasn't Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. This was the American Dragon versus Kofi Kingston. Oh my God! This match, hard hitting, technical.
They went on for like 20 to 30 minutes. Honestly, it was phenomenal. Just the back and forth, the offensive that they both captured. And guys, let me get real serious right here. Guys, Kofi Kingston pinned clean the WWE Heavyweight Champion, the new Daniel Bryan.
Well, that's what happens when you're a vegan. You can't hold your ground.
Guys,
so good.
That is such a good look. Wins mean everything now in the WWE. And the fact that Kofi Kingston, the man of the New Day, got the champion to get pinned and just go down for 1, 2, 3. Oh my God.
So Nick Milks. I'm thinking Bryan retains over Kofi in the end, and they build to a Kofi getting a shot at Mania. Oh God, man!
That's what they need.
They need
with
to do
the
that.
heel that is the new Daniel Bryan right now.
With the face of all faces,
with
the
the
New
power
Day.
of positivity. New Day.
Steve,
come on.
So 2 things. One is I hope we all remember a couple of years ago in an interview when Xavier Woods basically said that his main goal in life is to make sure that Kofi Kingston becomes a WWE Heavyweight Champion. So
yeah,
that's starting. And second, kind of like the allusion back to on Raw when we talked about how this could be a Stone Cold versus Rock thing, corporate Rock thing.
Yes.
I think that the writers in SmackDown are smart enough to call back
You mean Road
to
Dogg?
Daniel. Well, except for Road Dogg probably, but I'm thinking maybe Scrap Daddy or somebody like that, or Sanjay, somebody like that.
Right.
Smart enough to call back to Daniel Bryan and his struggles against, the authorities. Now the tables, as they say, have turned, and now Daniel Bryan is the corporate or whatever. And Kofi Kingston is definitely going to be Daniel Bryan in this case. So I can totally see the Elimination Chamber being the shucks, but program into WrestleMania. Where Kofi does, in fact, become your new
WWE
New Day
champion. New champion.
Oh, I like that so much.
I'm
so hyped. Philip out there saying that he thinks Kofi needs the belt this year. The New Day in an exclusive WWE.com interview afterwards say this is the year of Kofi right now. Then they're on board with it right now.
All right, bear with me here. Nick Milks.
Here we go.
Manifesto. I want Kofi to win. I'd rather the moment happen at Mania.
Yeah.
Bryan Gimmitt eliminated first in the gauntlet match. Plays well into his retaining tomorrow. He is still fresh, and it may throw the audience off the trail by having him fall so early. And to Kofi.
2 pins from Kofi Kingston.
Could you imagine? But we're getting too ahead of ourselves. We're still in the gauntlet match. That was only 1 round. Kofi pinned Daniel Bryan. Who comes out next?
We've only just begun. Because next we got Jeff Hardy, the forgotten one, honestly. Of when I said it last week, scrolling trying to figure out who's all in the gauntlet match, everyone springs to mind except for Jeff Hardy. I feel like he's a forgotten one, just a placeholder at this point. But Jeff Hardy, good aerial offense against Kofi. Kofi can feed it back to him. It's just good back and forth.
This was a good, high flying lucha type match.
Yeah, not lucha because neither of them are lucha. They're just.
I said type, lucha type.
Type. It was a type. Kofi getting the pin again on Jeff Hardy. Oh my gosh, the man is 2. Jeff Hardy 2 for 2 in this gauntlet match right now.
Then,
I was scared.
Oh, and then who comes out next? Joe. Samoa Joe. Oh my!
He fat.
He beat the holy
Living
hell out of Kofi. Like the Uranagi Kofi took. My JD, if you're still watching, JD does not watch WWE
at all.
But he messaged me straight up and said, "Did you watch Joe and Kofi? Did you see the when JD hits me up to watch something on WWE? I know it has to be big.
It's real.
Joe. Joe. First of all, Joe needs to cut his hair, but Kofi endured such an ass beating, but it was so good.
It was so good. Going for the coquina clutch in the end. Kofi doing the push off the turnbuckle, flipping around, pin. 1, 2, 3. Kofi pin Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
And Samoa Joe is livid.
And you don't make a Joe angry. You don't make a mighty Joe young.
To be honest, he only had like 8 2/3 chance of winning that match anyway.
Who's Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But
JD talking about how disgusting that you're not. Oh, it was.
They're just rolling. It's still happening. Kofi's still in the match, but enduring a beatdown from Joe after the pin. Who comes down to make the save? Custodian.
It was. I was going to say something funny, but it was AJ Styles.
It was AJ Styles coming in for the save. It was good. A little beatdown, and AJ's like, Kofi, it's okay. You can stop now.
Hey,
Shh. Sun's getting low.
Sun's getting real.
I beat you to it. He's like, no, man, let's go. I'm ready.
And oh my god! First of all,
shout out to Ring Psychology.
Yeah. Oh my god! I want an AJ Styles versus Kofi Kingston 1v1 so bad.
I think it's gonna happen soon.
I want AJ Styles just to wrestle everybody.
Just wrestle everybody. Like everything Wrestling Nation. We're gonna wrestle everybody.
I don't want to wrestle everybody. I said I want AJ Styles.
It's because you're soft.
I ain't soft. I'll murder anybody.
Soft.
But I only will wrestle people that'll step up to my face.
After a fantastic submission, the calf crusher from AJ Styles finally eliminates Kofi Kingston from the gauntlet match.
And then who comes in? Punk ass Randy Orton.
Randall Keith Orton with a RKO out of nowhere.
Because he can't fight face to face. He got to be
The music
sneaky.
was on. The Titantron was going with the graphic. It was taking a long time for something to happen. He was just, come on, guys. Where are you coming, Randy? Where are you at? You're supposed to be coming down the ring. What's taking so long?
He hears voices in his head.
They call to me and they understand.
He went AWOL.
RKO out of nowhere from Randy Orton. Randy, 1, 2, 3. Quick, clean finish. They were close on time. Like, they barely got that pin in. Like, 15 seconds left before the match was over. So Randy Orton is going to be the final entrant into the men's elimination chamber for the WWE Championship.
Who knows? He might leave that early, too.
Oh.
I'm talking trash.
Jokes. But I love SmackDown this week, honestly.
It was way
complete
better
range,
than Raw.
so much entertainment, so much actual wrestling. Like a solid hour and 20 minutes of pure, unadulterated wrestling.
Had that
extra entertainment value.
Really good. Raw with trash for those. Luke, can't pronounce your name. What's that? How do you pronounce that?
Sarah Gagna?
Sure.
I feel like it's
I'm seeing a 4-way. Brian versus Orton versus AJ versus Joe. So either of them will win at Chamber.
Oh
man, yeah.
It'd be doable. I would like to see that at Fastlane. In the Fastlane, still building a story with Kofi. Kofi being the pure baby face in the whole situation of everything, just waiting for his turn.
Kofina clutch?
Big stretch.
Let's workshop that one.
We'll woodshed it and we'll get it back to you. But we got to get into the one and only true superstar of the week this week. It is, of course, Kofi Kingston. I mean, after all the shenanigans the man went through just this week, people that don't even watch WWE saying this happened in WWE. That's not Kofi. Wrong one. Nope, that's not. He's got blurry eyes and they're not even open. I mean,
well, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Who hasn't looked like that besides?
I don't.
Anyway, I said it once. I'll say it a million times. Kofi Kingston should have been the champion at least 28 times by now.
Yes,
he is so good.
He has
been there for
he is nearly a Grand Slam champion. He has won the tag team belts multiple times. He has won the Intercontinental Championship at least 3 times. The U.S. Championship, I believe, 4 times. I mean, the man is just one championship away of joining the elite group of being
AEW?
No, that's
elite.
Later.
He doesn't. JD does not think shenanigans is the right noun.
Noun for what? Happening in the match? I would agree. It was just a pure athleticism. That's GC Dub.
That is spring break.
Spring break coming in April. But Kofi is definitely the superstar of the week. He used to be. Did you know he used to be Jamaican?
What?
He used to be Jamaican.
What?
For years.
What?
Multiple tag team partners. He was tag team partners with CM Punk.
Slut.
Evan Bourne, New Day. Who? Matt Sydal. Fine.
Oh.
Stop. Oh, I see. I'm an owl.
No, but I don't remember that first tag team that you mentioned. That partner. I don't remember that
Who?
guy.
See?
You don't know?
Oh, Chick Magnet Punk. Phil Brooks.
Phil.
Phil. Okay, got it.
Shinya Hashimoto. One day. One day, JD. One day. But yeah, Kofi. I mean, he is a guaranteed, whether it's in the New Day or just from what they've done over the years, or if it's just a solo gig. He is a guaranteed Hall of Famer in my eyes, honestly. He has just been between the character work and what he has done with his career in WWE for the past, I want to say 12, 11.
About 12.
It's a lot of years. 12. He's been around for a long time.
Hey, real quick, JD, GC Dub, they said it couldn't be done. It's happening tonight. Who you got? You got Schlack, you got Gage. Who's winning?
I'm winning.
And who's winning? Alex Colon or June? Oh, man. Throw that in the conversation while we're talking about some WWE.
That's right. Luke out there saying just can't wait to see Kofi getting the belt as he just fill in, but it's going to happen. It's going down. Look at that, R-Truth.
Oh, my God.
R-Truth and Kofi, champions. Oh, my gosh.
Man, that championship should happen quick.
Quick. True that.
So, man, I just said we are going to talk about WWE, but
we're not. We're not talking about WWE. We're talking about AEW.
Ew.
A few announcements from Being the Elite and a Double or Nothing post came out this week on the YouTubes. They had their ticket sale, their pre-sale on Monday, and their general sale on Wednesday. On Wednesday, they sold out in 4 minutes.
Oh my God, man!
The first time a wrestling event has sold out in Las Vegas. Period.
It's
MGM Grand.
I'm happy for them.
It's fantastic.
Oh man, I want them to do really good things.
I'm excited for all of the staffing announcements that they've made, all the matchups. They announced a couple more matchups this week. Kenneth Omega and Chris Jericho 2 happening officially at Double or Nothing.
Kenny Omega versus Dad Bod Jericho.
Dad Bod really mean, quote the Raven, nevermore.
Pissed off Canadian.
Jericho.
Drunk Uncle Jericho.
JD saying with the GC Dub comment, he better be Schlack winning. Man, this is the hardest decision I've ever made in wrestling. I don't know who I want to win. I won't be mad if Schlack wins, but, you know.
It's going to be dangerous. That's to say the least.
JD wants to know why the fuck you got so many individual hats.
Because I am prepared because I'm an emotional man.
Kyle has emotions.
This is my emotions.
It's
just
time
when
of
I
the
thought
month.
You're a grown man. You do what you want.
Thank you,
He got
Steve.
kid.
I do got kid. And there will be blood.
We also got, I'm excited for this. We got Dr. Britt Baker.
Dr. DDS.
Versus Smiley Kylie Ray. A dentist versus a smiley person versus Nyla Rose.
Nyla. I just combined it so.
Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose.
I got to take a minute.
Man, this match has so much potential. I am so excited for this. First of all, oh, man, I don't even know where to begin. We got Britt Baker, Kylie Ray, Nyla Rose. Man,
Britt Baker, wife of Adam Cole, baby. Rest in peace.
And she is so lucky to be the wife of the dead Adam Cole.
Very convenient. Smiley.
JD said he spent too much money on ads.
Gift, Pro Wrestling Crate, gift, clearance.
Gift.
Yeah, I bought like one of these hats. I'm actually pretty proud of this situation right now, honestly. So fools on
You could have bought stock in Google.
I bought none of these. I don't.
Roasting. Listen. Who do you got going over in this match? Britt Baker, Kylie Ray, or Nyla Rose?
I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a sneaky win from either Britt Baker or Kylie Ray. They're going to have to team up on Nyla Rose, or it's just going to show the sheer domination from Nyla Rose. Either way, it could be a plausible thing. I would be okay with any of them, honestly.
See Kylie Ray taking the pin because it doesn't hurt her to take a pin.
I would agree with that.
But
because the confidence that they have to have in Britt Baker for them announcing her to be the first woman signed to AEW, she is phenomenal.
Her Instagram is full of teeth stuff,
dentistry,
though, and I don't like
it's
that.
Bizarre.
That a gift if someone subscribed. I love you.
That's true. Only one of them was a subscription,
love you.
But I don't care. Go home, JD. You're not drunk. You're probably making donuts. I'll take 2 cream filled, please.
Those cake donuts he brought.
They were delightful.
They were great.
They were delightful.
Donut.
Unsanctioned in South Dakota, Casanova versus Cody Rice. Moving on.
Dakota. Wait, that's not the song.
No, that's North Carolina. We got a touch hint on 205 Live though, because something magical happened on 205 Live. If you have not been watching 205 Live, you was wrong. Fantastic athleticism and just anger towards each other. Noam Dar, Tony Nese, after a back and forth battle weeks prior and just assault from the backstage. Tony Nese, Noam Dar, and a no DQ. What's he saying now? What little girl?
Someone could have bought you stock in Netflix.
I already have Netflix. I pay for that. Anyway, back and forth, steel steps were used. The announcers' tables were used.
When he dropped
Kendo
him
sticks
on
were
the
used.
chair,
Oh my
like
God.
he could have pooped himself.
You did poop yourself.
No, I didn't. John Boy poops himself.
That's true too.
But no, this match, I was watching it while we were playing video games, and
Yes.
I was like, Kyle, fresh voice, TK, whatever you go by, you need to watch 205 Live.
Yes.
For this match alone. It was really good. It was hard hitting.
Okay.
And it showed the best out of both of these two fools.
Yes, I do. I agree 100%.
I really like that.
It's just a fantastic showing, leading into something in the future for both of them, honestly. Whether it's Noam Dar on NXT UK or whether it's Tony. He was there the very next night. Magic. Or if it's...
Oh, he's home. Daddy's home.
But I'm George Kraft's son, so I can do what I want.
Or I would like to see a Tony Nese versus the Juggernaut, Buddy Murphy.
It's been building. They've been best friends for some time now. They've been going back and forth. They've just been their own support system. But I'd like to see Tony Nese. Yeah, because she supports
Chuck
him.
Taylor, best friends?
No, wrong. Best friends. They're supporting each other. Yeah, I'd like to see Tony Nese against the Juggernaut.
I would like to see that a lot. I mean, they're both thick boys.
For
205.
For 205, yeah, they're stacked.
They're stacked.
They're stacked.
They're like a prime cut beef.
Yeah, thick beef.
Thick beef.
Thick beef.
Thick.
Lean beef.
Lean cuisine.
I don't eat those.
I don't eat those.
Moving on, we're going to touch base on 205 Live. Fantastic action. Back and forth. Starting off with Dominik Dijakovic.
You said 205 Live. This is NXT.
We are NXT.
We are farmers.
Dominik Dijakovic. That's how you say his name.
Versus Shane Thorne, who
recently part of the Mighty. His partner left, Nick Miller, to go back to Australia. I believe
think he's calling himself the absolute worst now.
Shane Thorne?
Yeah.
That's pretty hilarious.
But no, I like it.
I like it. It was a very good first showing for Shane Thorne as a singles competitor in NXT. But
Dominik,
Dijakovic.
I don't like how he's been. His matches on NXT haven't been the best lately. He's a good wrestler, but they've been subpar.
I feel like they'll let him deliver more once that people get used to who he is as a character.
No. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
But I think they're going to let him get his chance to shine because he is future champion material. Absolutely. They haven't let him cut a promo really, so I'd be curious to see what that's all about.
Put him in the ring in there with Keith Lee and let them do what they do.
Let them do what they do.
Their match with PWG either last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was. I can't
happened.
remember. It was good.
It was really good. It was better than good.
Oh, yeah. It got a 5-star from good old Meltsy boy.
No, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Dominic getting the win in the end, as he should. Moving on, we got a tag team match.
Back again. Again, party on, party people. Let me hear you.
Nick Manifesto Milks. Now that Jonah Rock and other dude are coming in, isn't Elliot Sexton? Yes, that's his name. They can turn the Mighty Don't Kneel back into a stable. I agree.
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Yes.
We were going to touch base on that. We didn't get a chance to, but we got to run everything. But so many signees this week. Major names like Trevor Lee.
Yes, Trevor Lee.
Oh, ACH. Karen Q. Rachel Ellering.
I love it.
3.0.
I'm a big fan of Rachel Ellering.
I think Rachel, or what did she go by?
Don't ask me to remember things.
It was, I don't know.
Also, ACH is.
Rachel Evers.
Thank you.
Shout out to her trainer, Lance
Storm. That's right. No, put it.
Lance. hey, but ACH is a weeb.
With his teeth.
I like him though.
Moving on to a tag team.
I just wanted to interject real quick. Anytime you can survive wrestling Christy Jane,
yes.
It's all up from there.
Yeah. Facts.
And then she had the nerve to get mad at me when I trolled her on Instagram about how she's literally the worst female wrestler in the independent scene right now. And I used facts by using the fact that she had not one, but 2 matches on the top 10 Botchamania for that year.
Whoa.
2.
You're cracking me up. I want to argue with you, but I can't because you're right, and I screwed them over. Oh no, I'm messing up.
Kofi screwed Kofi.
I want to say
they can't see him behind the camera.
Shout out to Whitty Smitty watching. Shout out to Ryan Zimmerman watching. I see you. Christian Smith, Whitty Smitty, meme craze, man. I love you, brother. But let's continue on this NXT
Humberto
jive.
Carrillo waiting in the ring with Stacy Irvin Jr. Man, he's got some glittery pants.
What happened before this match? Something happened before this match.
Kashi Sono say, I've been here. Come down to the ring. I remember. I've seen so many faces, the NXT crowd, and they all just make me sick.
Y'all trash.
Just talking. I'm going to go somewhere where I'm appreciated.
Lyle.
Where I want to go. What I want to do. And then who comes out and lays them out?
What's his name? Keith Lee.
You didn't even know.
I was about to start singing "Oh No."
What's his name? How dare you?
I ain't afraid of Keith Lee.
It's because you're not. It's because you're not gonna bask in his glory.
That sounds dirty.
Keith Lee with a rolling elbow puts Cassius Ohno on the ground and
great.
out.
Nick Milk loves the angle.
I think it's great. It's very good.
I love Kurt Angle too.
He sucks. Moving on, Street Profits actually going to come out for the tag team match against Humberto Carrillo and Stacy Irvin Jr. They're in the match. They're in the ring already. I remember. You remember. Let's see. Nick wants Cassius Ohno to hint at leaving for AEW. That's what. Oh man, let's talk about that for a minute. Let's take a little break from NXT. I feel like WWE could capitalize and troll so much about all the contracts and all the signings and things that are going on in WWE or AEW just by hinting. Well, contracts coming up.
What if that's what they're doing though? With
maybe that's what they're already doing
with Dean Ambrose.
What
if we end the Revival? Because remember the whole thing with Revival asked for their leave. Now they're champions. What if that's what they're doing?
And then Mike and Maria Bennett, Kanellis, the juniors.
This is WWE.
I know.
Don't kayfabe us.
There's just so many. They're hinting at it, but they're not going full fledged. I feel like with Cassius Ohno, he would be a worthy and the right person to take that extra step and just inch him a little further. Just hint. I'm leaving now.
When he first got released from WWE, he would have his opponents get the pedigree on him, and he would kick out at one fall, and I love that.
Such a troll, Chris Hero / Cassius Ohno.
Yeah, but don't you think they're probably just sending him on assignment to like Progress or Evolve or somewhere?
They did that last year.
Yeah,
with Super Strong 16,
and he is promoted to wrestle in NXT UK. So.
Yeah, and also honestly, he's even said that it's winding down, and he's probably going to take over as a agent or something someday.
Well, I mean, he's been doing it for years.
He's been years.
You don't have to kayfabe us, dog.
Nick Milk saying that he needs to cut the big promo, saying how he is elite, wink, wink, talent, and that he wants to go somewhere where the other elite talent, wink, wink, goes.
And then he goes to WCW, and then he finds out they're defunct.
And they're gone.
And brother.
But anyway, fantastic match between Carrillo and Stacey Irvin Jr. First showing from Irvin Jr. I loved his.
I like him.
The match and the pairing between both sets of teams.
He's got fun hair.
This moonsault right there.
Right
Look at
there.
that. The height and the hang time from that moonsault. It was a little close from Dawkins, but it was a fantastic landing. Good connection. Humberto Carrillo with the highest drop kick I've seen in a
great drop kick.
Just the high angle, the highest I've seen in a
I'm
long
really
time.
impressed with Humberto, man. He's
Between
good.
205 Live and NXT, the boy is looking good. But Street Profits come out on top.
And let me tell you about my favorite part.
Let me tell you.
So Street Profits grab the mic, cut a promo, how they're the best, yada, 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 drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
And ask me who comes out. Ask me who comes out.
Yeah, Yung Custodian, who came out to the ring during the
Dog.
promo? No,
Bruh.
it wasn't a bro. It wasn't a dog.
It was my boys. It was my boys, Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel. Man, dog. Oh, I love them.
999.
Oh, God. I love them.
Just so, if anyone needs to be the number one contenders, it's us. So
That's a great
step
impression.
aside.
Good impression. You did kill
But
it.
then the number 1 and number 2 come out. Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch.
I love it. I love it. Oh,
NXT
it's
Tag
so
Team
fun,
Division
dog.
has been hot fire, but now it's heating up even more. Who'd have thought? Everyone's putting in their 2 cents, and then you hear the horn. War. War Raiders come out.
Oh.
I hear a lot of talking, but no fighting.
Have you been practicing this?
No,
You're
I'm
pretty
just
good at this.
I'm hyped for it because it's tag team wrestling. It's been a fantastic week for tag team wrestling.
And Marcel Bartel was out there. Like, he's so great, ain't he? Ain't he just the best?
War Raiders make their way down.
Steve's favorite wrestler.
Start with the swagger.
Germans and Englishmen are so evil.
They really are. USA. 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 Weird.
They're evil. But War Raiders come down in Undisputed Era with the attack from behind. Everything scrambles into the ring, and it's all just utter chaos.
Utters.
Butters. I love him from South Park. But chaos, and who's left standing tall after they clear the ring from everybody? War Raiders. War.
Well, duh. Go.
They're the champions. I think it's awesome. Awesome segment.
Awesome segment with all the great teams coming down.
The Mayhem ensuing.
Mayhem. They don't know how to spell in Michigan, but
I'm not going to hold it against them. It'll be all right.
Sometimes you got to drink water.
Stay thirsty, my friends. Moving on, we had a singles action between Aaliyah and Tainara Conti. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Don't care.
Neither of them have been. Aaliyah's been jobbing to NXT talent for years now.
I thought Aaliyah died in a plane crash.
That's the wrong one. This one's from
sorry.
Canada, but she looks of a different ethnicity. But she ends up getting the win, which honestly surprised me. Aaliyah looks like an off-brand Carmella to me with the cat print tights and such.
I'm not big into it.
I'm not at all. But she come out there with the vision, Vanessa Bourne, which I think is interesting. It could lead to something down the road. But whose music hits but the champion?
Shayna Baszler.
And it's weird. She comes down with the swagger. I'm the champion. I'm mean.
And
they clear the ring. They go
And a Sweet Kiss T-shirt on.
That was a good. It was a good T-shirt.
It was.
Nick Milk saying Aaliyah winning was the shock of the week.
Shock of the week. Brought to you by Aaliyah. In the Marina Shafir, Jessamine Duke attack from behind, and they just destroy the two, Bourne and Aaliyah, and it just, I'm the champion.
I like your choice of word, destroy, because they destroy everything they touch. It's awful. They're
sad.
awful.
It's sad.
I don't care. I will say it. They're awful.
They bad.
This is how good Jessamine Duke is at promos. So I saw the behind-the-scenes video where, of course, you get the backstage interview.
Yeah.
And her big line was, "Just leave us alone. Get out of here."
This sounds like bad PlayStation
like
1 writing. It's like the voice acting from Resident Evil 1.
From Resident Evil 1.
It's bad. Bad news bears.
Wesker, what are you doing? I made Steve Casanova snort with that.
Y'all are a mess. Moving on. Guys, we got a main event.
Wait a minute with Vanessa Bourne for a second. Okay,
we're done. Main event.
We have former North American champion Ricochet challenging former North American champion Adam Cole, baby. That's right. That's who it was. He was excited for it. I let him have it. It's a fantastic, oh my gosh, showing, match, athleticism.
Adam Cole fight anybody at any time, forever. I don't care who it is.
Adam Cole, whether it's his ghost or his real life person.
No, he's dead. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Is just fantastic. The athleticism, the way he carries himself in the ring, and the confidence that he has.
He is a cocky bastard.
Yes.
With a great smile. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to work. Boom. He is great. Boom. He was my gift for choosing to tell you guys when we're going live.
Today,
Junior. It was so good. Man, Adam Cole can do anything. And Ricochet with her.
Yeah. The fight forever, even if I'd be all right with it. Fight forever. But getting the win in the end is the Ricochet. Gets attacked in the end by the rest of Undisputed Era. They come out and destroy everything. Who comes out for the save but none other than Aleister Black.
Baby. No, I'm sorry.
Wrong. That'd be interesting. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But it's too much. Too many.
It's too late to apologize.
Too many irons in the fire. Aleister Black and Ricochet are down on the ground, and they're no good. Undisputed Era standing tall in the end.
You were trying to do a war.
You tried so hard.
What up, Marcus? I see you in the comments watching. I see you, baby boy. What up? I ain't heard from you in a minute. How you doing? How's life?
Been a long time, girl.
It's been a while
since I could.
All right,
but it's a fantastic NXT. But now we have to get into tomorrow.
Let's get some predictions. We're gonna talk Elimination Chamber. If you want to follow along, drop in the comments who you think are gonna win these matches we're about to go over.
We're gonna go over.
Guess what, everyone?
What?
We're going into overtime.
Overtime. Time to talk about wrestling in all its glorious endeavors.
Glorious endeavors. I like that so much. Elimination Chamber. We're going to start with the one show that got scheduled for the pre-show. Buddy Murphy and Akira Tozawa. Call in if you want to talk to us right now, honestly. We haven't plugged the phone number at all. What's the number?
1-866-217-1966.
It's a fantastic number. You should call us. We'll have conversations.
I will be nice to you. I won't make fun of you.
That's a maybe.
I'll make fun of you.
But a fantastic. I don't understand why I do understand why the cruiserweights are on the pre-show right now, and it's all due to the fact that they don't want them showing up the main roster on the main card. But it's going to be a fantastic match between Akira Tozawa and you're deleting that on the screen right now. Wow.
Akira Tozawa versus Buddy Murphy. Who you got? I got Buddy Murphy all day.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy's going to retain.
Mark is saying he got the Murph dog.
Murph. Yeah, Buddy Murphy, he's still hot. He's still too good right now. He's the juggernaut. You can't. I'm the fucking juggernaut, bitch.
He did say that. That X3, The Last Stand.
Yeah,
with Buddy Murphy. But no, I have Buddy Murphy winning too. I'm not. Listen, I am a big Akira Tozawa fan.
Yes.
And I thought we still doing it. One of my favorite German suplexes in the game.
Oh, such a strong deadlift German.
And he's strong style. He's a hard hitter. But I don't see him toppling big old Murph dog.
Murph dog.
He's gonna meet Murphy's Law. That's all I'm saying.
Murphy's Law, and he's gonna be down for the count. 1, 2, 3.
Oh man,
and retaining.
I don't know who will be the one to dethrone my boy. Buddy Murphy.
We haven't seen anything yet.
We
haven't heard.
But baby, you ain't seen nothing yet.
But guys, is after this match, is this where we meet Kushida in WWE? Guys, it just hit me like 10 seconds ago. Like, we haven't seen him. We haven't heard anything. His contract was up at the end of January.
Bruh.
Is right now.
Bruh.
Are we gonna see Kushida at Elimination Chamber?
Bruh, I will spit in your mouth.
I'm just being honest. Kushida, the time splitter himself, is he gonna be at Elimination Chamber to meet Buddy Murphy and confront him? Mark is saying yes. Thank you for your support, Marcus.
Oh my God.
Kushida, come on. Is that not beautiful?
What, did you really just think of that?
Yeah, it just
my
came
God.
to me. It came. It's a beautiful mind.
Oh, he was actually a really bad person.
He really was. But it's a fantastic thought.
Now I want Kushida. Man, if Kushida don't show up, I'm going to be pissed.
It's a prediction. It might not happen, but it's a prediction.
You're a prediction.
I can.
All right, I got Buddy Murphy winning, and then I don't even next match.
Next match, we're moving on to the other non-title match on the card for tonight. Braun Strowman against Baron Corbin. For reasons that I don't know.
Because Baron wears suits and Braun hates it.
Well,
Baron has sleeves and Braun doesn't like sleeves. I don't care who wins. I'm going Braun because fuck Baron.
Braun needs to win. Baron will win if he's heelish, which I don't know what Braun is nowadays.
Braun is Braun. What is this?
Like you can. No, I was just doing myself.
Pause.
Oh,
I haven't Braun winning because Baron Corbin's a great wrestler. I'm not going to talk bad about Baron Corbin, even though he's trash.
But that's what he's supposed to be to us.
Yeah, that's why I like him. He's trash. We're supposed to hate him, but he's a good wrestler.
He's doing well with that.
What are they doing with Braun? I want Braun to win.
Braun needs something leading into WrestleMania and Fastlane. He needs it now. Teen, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Everything Wrestling Nation on Facebook, YouTube. We'll be on SoundCloud, iTunes, and we're running the gambit. We're doing it all. We're talking Elimination Chamber predictions right now. I'm talking really fast, and I can't control myself.
Marry your sister.
I'm sorry for your sister.
I apologize. Braun loses by interference by who? Yeah, Drew.
Drew. Oh man, Drew McIntyre's not even on this card.
Yeah, he is. He's in this match. He's going to interfere.
Oh, that's true. That'll be interesting. Moving on, we have the Intercontinental Championship with Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush.
Lil Rush.
And a handicap match against Finn Balor, which means Finn can pin Lio Rush and become your new Intercontinental Champion.
This is stupid.
I think it's interesting.
I think it's stupid.
Why do you think it's stupid?
Because.
Ooh! Mark is saying Lars Sullivan shows up. Guys.
Is he going to not be overcome by anxiety? I mean, I want him to show up. I've been wanting him to show up for about 2 months now.
I would like that, but...
Is he weird? Some weird message board about Stephanie McMahon's going to pop up? Sorry. That's a personal dig.
Back to Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush against Finn Balor. I think it's interesting. Why don't you like it?
It's interesting, but interesting doesn't mean good. Finn got this great push. He beat the hell out of Brock Lesnar and tapped out.
Yeah, he did.
And then,
he didn't tap him out.
No. Finn tapped out.
Oh yeah, Finn tapped out.
Yeah,
I thought you said
he beat the hell out of Brock Lesnar and then he tapped out. And then Luke Harper interferes.
I miss him.
He's coming
soon.
They're here. But it just what are we doing here?
What do I do with my hands?
If Finn pins Lio Rush, it makes him look weak because you can't pin Lashley.
But you can pin
Lio Rush. If Finn loses to Bobby Lashley, he just got jumped by 2 people. It's not a good look.
Well, if anything, I'll throw out a little second thought there. If Finn does pin Lio Rush, Bobby Lashley comes on Raw, says, I never lost the belt. Lio lost the belt. I want my belt back. Challenges, that sets up a Fastlane little thing for him. Gives him something to do before WrestleMania, and it gives Finn a belt.
Just pushing him to get a belt when it's not deserved. Like, yeah, he gets a belt, but it's a faux win. It's not.
But then he gets the real win. Then he gets the real win at Fastlane.
The only way it'll be a real win if they ban Lio Rush from ringside. Then I'll be okay with it because there will be sneaky shenanigans, and I don't want shenanigans. It needs to be a straight up 1v1. Yeah. He is the first Universal Champion, and he deserves it. This is dumb. I'm saying this is dumb.
Okay, I agree. But who do you think's going to win?
I will always pull for Finn.
I always choose Finn Balor.
It'll hurt my hand, but I will always pull for Finn. It's big. The match is big.
Moving on, we have the Women's Raw. I also think Finn Balor's going to win. Just throwing it out there.
It is a clusterfuck.
Marcus calling it out right there. Moving on, we have the Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey taking on Ruby Riott.
Ruby.
I would like Ruby to win, but
no,
it's not
Ronda all day.
Charlotte's going to be ringside. She's going to jump the barricade after the match and attack Ronda.
And then the man's going to come out.
When the man comes
suspended,
around.
but doesn't mean she's banned.
Doesn't mean a thing. Stone Cold doing what he wants.
In wrestling, that's the only time you're suspended that you want to go to your job.
Yeah, exactly. She wants to work. She's going to do the work.
She'll get the work to wrestle.
Work. I'm sorry.
And
But yeah, Rousey's going to win. Hands down. She's run through the entire Raw roster. Why not throw Ruby Riott under the bus
She
as
ran
well?
it Raw?
Is war. Thank you, Marcus. Clusterfuck continues. Moving on. SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Shane O'Mac and The Miz, who is awesome.
$.
Taking on the Usos. Oos!
Drunk.
Yeah, they're gone. I don't know if they're going to change this match, honestly, at all.
Man,
I don't know if they can.
What if
They have to make it by car to the arena first.
Blowing this, Jimmy.
Brought to you by Uber.
What if they drop the Usos and they get a special replacement tag? Ooh, Taki! We get heavy machinery. Look, it ain't gonna happen. But what if, dog?
What if?
Man, hey Steve, can you hit me with your dozer? Steve?
Yeah, Taki!
Oh man, what if we get
Steaks and weights.
Yes.
Steaks and weights.
Oh man, what if, dog? What if we had that? Steve, every week when you do that, it warms my heart.
But yeah.
Oh, yeah, Youngie.
Youngie!
Wow. Anyway, I have Shane O'Mac and Miz winning this King Counter
for sure,
somehow, some way, because it's going to lead to something at Fastlane eventually.
Shane is going to fall off the arena and land through a table, getting the pinfall over Jimmy or Dozer.
But it's going to lead to something at Fastlane. I'm calling it now. Fastlane is where they drop the titles, and Miz blames Shane O'Mac. You're not my real dad.
You're not my real dad. But we are getting Shane versus Miz at WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania. It's going to happen. And I think it's wise on WWE's part with The Miz being the safest worker in WWE. He said it. Others have said it, but he's been doing it for years, and I can't argue with that fact. But it's going to lead to the fact that Shane is going to get a chance to highlight what he does best, and that's fly off of really tall things and hit people with stuff.
Literally, he fell off a helicopter once.
I want to fly away. I don't know where my soul.
So the next hour is dedicated to Nelly Furtado.
Copyright. But WrestleMania, mark it now. Shane O'Mac versus The Miz for no title and no reason at all.
What?
Red fire. Moving on. We have what's Wise is leaving Shane out of the friggin' ring. Friggin'. Friggin'. Friggin' ring.
Dude, I like a good friggin' Newton.
Friggin' Newtons are delicious. But I agree. Shane O'Mac, you don't have anything to prove. You've won more titles than other McMahons. He's had the hardcore and the European. Remember, we found
European.
And he's also had the tag now. He's had more titles than his father, not as much as Triple H.
Dude, his father won the Royal Rumble, though. Shane ain't ever wear one. Where you at, Shane? Win a Rumble for once. Your dad doesn't love you. He loves Triple H.
He does. That's why he's going to get the company. But we're McMiz winning, beating the Usos. Moving on to the women's tag. Nia Jax, Tamina, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, the Iconics.
I love them.
Sasha Banks versus Bayley, Carmella, Naomi.
Who you got winning? Who you got winning?
Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you who I want. It's not gonna win, but I want Rose and Deville.
Really?
I want Rose and Deville.
Really?
Stop putting belts on the billionaire boss's son.
That's why
Triple H ain't had a belt in a minute.
Yeah,
you're talking about his real son.
You're not my dad.
I don't know if it was a fever dream, but did anybody hear like a hint of maybe what Rose and Deville are calling themselves?
Hot.
Well, other than that,
what?
But I don't know. There was something. I don't know what it was like. I
heard it.
The Reverend Graves threw it off as a off comment, but what was it?
I think they're going by my search history.
Wow. I don't think that's what he was getting at all.
Yo, can I get a ho ho?
No.
You played yourself.
I'm sorry.
Although I was thinking maybe they could be vicious and delicious too. That would be great.
Vicious and delicious.
Oh man,
they do a donut YouTube thing every Tuesday, and I love donuts.
You act like I don't just subscribe for donuts. I like donuts. So we got Marcus saying he wants the Iconics.
Iconics.
And we got Nick Milks out there saying he wants Riot Squad to win. One of the heel teams at least, but he likes the Riot Squad.
I don't want Nia and Tamina. Tamina doesn't work hard enough for me to deserve the title. Tamina
needs
Nia's
to be
just
at
a name.
GameStop saying it's ma'am.
It's I'm proud of you for that one. But I don't.
No offense.
But
views expressed on
Oh.
the Everything Wrestling Nation show do not reflect those of Fan Chat Nation Network.
I actually get a.
Steve's on fire tonight.
Yeah, Aunt Pam saying how fire you are.
Thanks.
Steve is your producer.
My producer.
Not
my dad.
But I do get
Not
a
your dad.
disclaimer every Saturday. It is me.
But no, I think it does need to be a heel team. I don't care who, because it's going to end up being at WrestleMania. Is going to be where Bayley and Sasha win the titles, honestly.
Is it boyhood, womanhood dream? I'm sorry.
For Bayley, but the other one is for Sasha. It's all because she's Snoop Dogg's cousin. Anyway, I don't care which heel team. If I had a preference, I would put it out to the Riot Squad. Honestly, Riot Squad drops it to Nia and Tamina at Fastlane. Fastlane is over. WrestleMania. Bayley, Sasha. I'm calling it now. Bookmark it. Notate it.
The Villain Rose, baby.
It's a little sketchy, but I'm still rolling with it because I'm talking. Anyway, moving on
They
to...
should call themselves the Golden Shower. Moving on.
The main event. The new Daniel Bryan.
J-Rocks.
No. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one.
The GOAT.
The charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
The Drunk.
Samoa Joe.
The Joe.
Randy Orton.
This.
He's
Bitch.
soft. He's soft. And the New Day man, Kofi Kingston.
I don't see. Okay, all right. Can I?
Custodian 3-0.
Custodian 30, dirty 30, doggy. Hey, yo, shout out Team Urameshi. It's gang, mob shit all day. I know my stuff. I'm gonna. Can I take the reel?
You're already there, so go ahead.
So. While I'm driving along.
And we're driving along.
I got the wheel. And I live in a van down by. So, how do
Are we in England, or you just became Jimmy Uso all of a sudden?
Yes. How do I? Well,
how you
I have been
How you
drinking.
doing, Oos?
How do I pick between Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, and Kofi Kingston? And
How do you do it?
first of all, Samoa Joe needs a belt, but he needs to win it in a 1v1, not Elimination Chamber. But
Pam out there saying, how's the car karaoke tracks coming along?
well, first of all, Justin Marinara isn't in the comments, so they're going trash.
It's not yet. I'll hound them about it later.
But we will start doing some Facebook Live car karaoke's maybe on our way to the show.
I said
We should
maybe.
do that.
That'd be pretty
Yeah,
entertaining.
it's fun. But Marcus said, how do I pick? Play the black card. I'm going Kofi. All right, Marcus, play the black card.
It is Black History Month after
I am
all.
going
So
Kofi.
Wow.
I am going Kofi. Happy Black History Month. You deserve it. You've deserved it at least 72 times. Kofi Kingston.
Okay.
Also, Big Show did imprint his chest.
Yeah, oh.
So
It hurt. I was talking to my fiance about it
Kingston.
earlier this week about how the chests look nowadays for the people like Chris Jericho, for
anybody
Kofi
who's
Kingston.
ever faced Walter.
Anything who's ever taken a chop of that magnitude, how their chests are just like indented, and it hurts me.
Remember that one time you were playing football and your chest got indented by a headbutt?
It was like a rugby. He drove a shoulder into me. It was weird.
No. Remember that
no.
doctor who
Killed
was
Michael
trying
Jackson.
to get money out of the WWE and Roman Reigns a couple years ago by trying to put 2 and 2 together to get the square root of 9 and figure out that Roman Reigns was on the PEDs or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
and
3.
he was going to come out with this big expose, and he had some point to make about, well, if you look at their chest, those wrestlers' chests, their pectoral muscles are not formed correctly anymore. That's after years of steroid abuse. That's proof that their bones are literally ripping apart from the muscle and blah, blah, blah. And give me money, Vince, and blah, blah.
And then
I like money.
and then it's not like, no, it's not the whole over 6 foot men with giant hands just slapping the shit out of you. No, it's got to be the steroids.
couldn't be it.
I
Couldn't
am
be
6
that.
foot. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I mean, look at I was about to say Rockstar Spud. Drake Maverick. Look how big he is. All the steroids they're using. Come, get the hell out of here. So, who you got winning?
Honestly, I don't
Fresh?
know. I'm
Playing the black card. I'm going
Randy
Kofi.
Randy Orton is coming out last.
Snake.
Snake in the grass, soft. I gotta go with. Daniel Bryan's gonna retain somehow. Put it down. Daniel Bryan's gonna retain somehow.
Ready to rumble.
Ready to rumble.
You think Daniel D. Bryan's retaining?
I would like it.
Who would you have his WrestleMania opponent be?
Kofi.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. Daniel Bryan.
You know. Hey, Steve, I haven't asked you a single prediction. Who do you got winning this Elimination Chamber?
No.
Oh no, he's leaving.
He's not in this one.
He's leaving.
And he's gone.
Oh no. I would have to honestly give it a toss-up between Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. I could see either way, and I wouldn't be sad if either way came to fruition. I mean, I like the fact that they might be building up, like I said earlier, the storyline of going towards like reverse Daniel Bryan or whatever kind of deal. But I also wouldn't be too upset if Kofi did get the belt at Elimination and face Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. So
I would like it a lot. Kofi deserves the look.
Kofi deserves the look no matter what.
But it's not his time. It is your vegan hemp belt making champion. The new Daniel Bryan will retain at the Elimination Chamber because he is not just the champion of the WWE. He is the champion of the planet. Daniel Bryan, the planet's champion.
Daniel Bryan, he's our hero. Gonna take the belt down to zero.
Oh, wait. We weren't doing the rings and everything? Kyle, you kind of look like a heavyweight version of the guy who had the fire ring.
I just look like the heavyweight version of period. That's it. I'm just the heavyweight version.
You look like the heavyweight version of the menstrual cycle? You said period. You said that. That was you. That was you, dog. Dog, that was
what a fun show today.
Hey,
fantastic show.
Did you guys enjoy it? If you did, or if you didn't, if you just are here, like us, share us. Follow us on YouTube at Fan Chat Nation. Look us up on SoundCloud, iTunes, everything Wrestling Nation. I have been Yung Custodian.
I'm still Fresh Voice.
That has been Fresh Voice. I am murdering him tonight.
Woo!
He's catching over on the board. We win overtime for you. We love you. You have a great weekend. Happy wrestling and gang.
Chops.